While Hillary Clinton is focused on fundraising this week, she is attending two private fundraisers in Los Angeles today. Meanwhile, take a look at our newest Battleground tracker poll, which asked if Donald Trump is a risky choice to be president. 70% of voters in Ohio said yes. Clinton's recent ads have tried to highlight that point specifically, with a new one out today.
In times of crisis, America depends on steady leadership.
Knock the crap out of them, would you? Seriously.
Clear thinking.
I know more about ISIS than the generals do, believe me.
And calm judgment.
And you can tell them to go themselves.
Because all it takes is one wrong move.
I would bomb the shit out of them.
Just one.
And Nancy Cordes joins us now from Washington with more. Again, we just saw the ad there, Nancy, the Clinton campaign announcing actually a massive ad buy for the fall in swing states. What can you tell us?
Right. Well, that ad is one of the ads that they're going to be playing over and over again. It's pretty ominous, right? Very dark music, a very ominous sounding narrator. And then, of course, there's all the swearing as well. But they are announcing that they are reserving $80 million in ad time in 8 battleground states this fall. And if that sounds like a big number, well, it's supposed to. It's supposed to be sort of a shock and awe number that puts Donald Trump on notice. Hey, we are going to be coming after you, not just on TV, but on radio. They're announcing $15 million worth of radio ads that they're buying up. And they hope that Donald Trump simply won't be able to match that kind of spending because the Clinton fundraising juggernaut continues to outpace Trump's.
We have seen that. The new fundraising figures show that, in fact, the Clinton campaign is certainly outdistancing its opponent. Just how significant is the gap?
It's a huge gap. You know, he's caught up in the past couple of months. He's gotten closer. He was only about $17 million behind in July, but that came at a big price because about half of the money that he spent in July went to an operation to sort of build up his fundraising team. He didn't really have a big fundraising operation before that. It takes money to make money. Beyond that, you know, Hillary Clinton is just doing fundraisers at a near constant pace. When she's not campaigning, she's fundraising. Over the weekend, she was in Martha's Vineyard. She was in Nantucket. She was campaigning with Cher on Cape Cod. And then today, tomorrow, the next day, she's going to be in California, where Magic Johnson, Justin Timberlake, Apple CEO Tim Cook, and several others are all going to be hosting more of these high-dollar events for Clinton. So even though, you know, we're now within about 80 days of the election, she is not slowing down. Her campaign says that they want to raise $1 billion by the time it's all over, and they aren't at that goal yet.
And still money, specifically money paid to the Clinton Foundation, still continues to dog her. Critics have called for the Clinton Foundation to be shut down completely. How has the campaign responded?
Well, what the foundation announced late last week was that if she wins, they will stop accepting foreign donations. That, of course, was a big source of concern when she was Secretary of State, still dogs her now, as you pointed out, because there was this question of whether foreign donors would get preferential treatment by the Clinton State Department because they were giving money to the Clinton Foundation. Not a lot of proof of that yet, but that's something that has always been a question. And so the foundation says that they would do this to alleviate those concerns. And that's a lot of money. You know, they get a lot of money from wealthy donors overseas. To those who say that the foundation should be shut down altogether, the foundation has argued very aggressively that they've got programs all over the world now that are giving life-saving medicines, malaria treatments, AIDS treatments to millions of people. And if you simply shut the foundation down, all those programs go away. These are programs that they say millions of people around the world depend on.
And quickly, Nancy, over the weekend, former Secretary of State Colin Powell told People magazine that Clinton campaign staffers were essentially looking to pin Clinton's email scandal on him. What do you make of it?
So this is a situation that continues to dog Hillary Clinton. Apparently, in her FBI interview, she said that at a dinner party at Madeleine Albright's house before Clinton became Secretary of State, Colin Powell was there, so it was sort of a gathering of former secretaries, and she says that he suggested to her that she use a private email account as secretary, which is what he did. And she said that that's part of the reason that she decided to do so. Well, People magazine caught up with Powell over the weekend, and reportedly he told them, her campaign's trying to pin this on me. I don't remember that conversation at that dinner party. I did write her a memo telling her what I had done as secretary, but that was only a year after she started, when she was already using her own private server. So he was sort of vigorously pushing back at her version of events. Didn't seem very happy to be dragged into it.
Her version of events remains in question. Nancy Cordes in Washington, we appreciate it.
You got it, Josh.